Well, your SQ is probably the most important predictor of success in life because we need to understand how we live in relationship, in our families, in our communities, in our work, and at play. Synergy means the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. But the most important thing I think I've learned in this 25 years of doing this is how they fit together. All raised on the Dick and Jane Reader. Now Dick, remember, was that guy that got to run around and do all the fun stuff and build the forts, and every time he said, look, look, Jane would look. Now, when Jane said, look, look, Dick didn't pay any attention. Puff, Spot, Baby Sally had a lot more fun than Jane did.
When I need to solve a problem, I like to trust my intuition and my ideas, and that's definitely talk about children.
So in the classroom, if a child is not engaged, if they're not interested, then we tend to call them inattentive or bored, when in fact it may be that the teacher really doesn't have a sense of organizing the curriculum from 4 points of view. Yeah, because they can't stand that much talking. I have had a painful instructional experience.
Oh, because they're not auditory.
They need to have visual reference.
She gets attention by being loving. Maybe she's been told she's a loving child. Maybe it's...
Gather information as a big picture learner and keep your eye on the ball. You're not afraid to take charge.
Hello, I'm Dr. Artis Reverman. I would like to speak to you about the friendly universe. Do your eyes light up when students come into the room? Our most precious resource is our human capital. Our personality differences help us learn to be creative with each other. Reading is the gateway skill to learning, imagination, and wisdom. Our literacy journey unfolds a world where borders no longer divide us and technology only unites us. That's the human network effect. The power tool of democracy is an educated citizenry. Education is essential for creating intelligent people. How can you change when circumstances demand it? Exceed your own expectations. Do not settle. Find the place where your talents and desires meet. You have one brain, one life. Engage emotions, change state, feel safe, and take some action. How do great teachers manage innovation to inspire and engage students? You introduce them to a friendly universe.
Is IQ destiny? Not nearly as much as we think. The future belongs to a different kind of person with a different kind of mind. Our view of human intelligence is far too narrow, ignoring a crucial range of multiple intelligence abilities that matter immensely in terms of how we do in life. Recent groundbreaking behavioral research shows the globalization factors at work when people of high IQ flounder and those of modest IQ do surprisingly well. These factors, which include self-awareness, self-discipline, and empathy, add up to a different way of being smart.
Let Synergy Pals morph in, change shape, and help you understand all points of view, where your own strengths and weaknesses are, and especially how we fit together.
Humans are of two minds. Right brain thinking invents, the left brain finds a way to make it work. The right brain envisions the future, the left brain plans for it. Truly creative thinking needs to access both brains. That is SQ, or Synergy Quotient.
This is the decade of the brain. It's also called the information age, but information without intelligence is not going to be helpful.
Gone is the age of left brain dominance. Think about a whole new mind for a future that has already arrived. Insight will change the future for us and for our children. Learn language skills in the way your learning process dictates. The background of phonics through conventional methods to use a multisensory approach. Teachers can improve their performance by making the most of differentiated instruction for diverse learners.
In every culture throughout the world, that the way that the brain is nourished, the dendritic connections, the physical side of our 3-pound muscle sitting up here, is that we must look at the experience of our lives, step back, and understand that that is the way we grow in wisdom.
Two major themes have emerged in the development and application of temperament theory. The first is the shift from categorizing to increasing adaptability and resilience. The second is a distinction about just what kind of information this theory brings to the understanding of human behavior and individual differences. Each of these themes influences how we need to look at and use our many multiple intelligences in the next century. Discover a new approach to learning that is as old as humanity. Synergy Quotient empowers students to meet the challenges of the present and the tools to face the future.
Communication technology classes are used effectively by teachers to create better learning environments for our kids, while coursework that teachers take is directly related to the classroom. I believe life produces extraordinary rewards for those who give in extraordinary ways. I challenge people to take their lives to the next level, participating together with new levels of intensity and passion.
That's really what you are.
That really is.
That must be why we're such good friends. Opposites attract. Right.
National speaker and author Artis Reverman has a PhD and is a specialist in many other disciplines. Originally inspired by her own life as a mom, her quest to understand innate talents add up to different ways of being smarter together. Learn how to make our SQ strengths relevant for far greater results working together.